Let's get it. Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of TC Realty's Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Chamberlain, along with my co-host, Kevin Holbach. Kevin, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. Are we going to discuss more Stanley Cups and Starbucks pink cups before we get going?
We can, but first of all, we have a guest with us today. We have Miss Taylor Case. How you doing?
I am amazing. How are you guys?
So Taylor just came over to us. She just actually realized that the grass is greener on the other side.
Indeed.
And so she has some experience behind her. She wasn't straight out of school. But I think she was – tell us why you decided to make the move. What were you looking for that we offered that your last brokerage didn't? And we don't want to say the last brokerage because I don't want to call nobody out.
Okay. I would say keeping more money in my pocket, but also a tighter-knit family feel.
Mm-hmm.
That brokerage – claims to have that, but with it being so big,
you just didn't see it.
You don't feel it.
Yeah.
And
how are you feeling it here so far? You've been here how long? A month, 2 months?
Probably about a little after Thanksgiving. I think it was.
Okay. So how do you feel like the family atmosphere is here?
I love it. I definitely feel it. I get it directly from Kelsey, of course, but the few times I've met with everybody, I definitely feel that. The first meeting that we had, I was like, okay, these are my people.
Yeah. And so she is in the Mount Washington office with Kelsey as the managing partner out there, and Kelsey's just starting to build that office up. And, you were with us a little bit of no time, and you put more on the contract.
Yep.
I mean, you put more on the contract so far than Kevin has this year.
That's a fair point.
Love that.
It's a fair point.
So, no, I'll take it back. You got a lot on the contract.
I got 3 under contract right now. Thank you.
Well, that one's been going on for 6 months.
It has. It's true. I had a big move on that today, though.
Good deal.
I'm very happy.
But yeah, we're so glad to have you, and I hope that this brokerage can give you what you're looking for. And everybody wants to keep more money.
Of course.
I mean, that's the name of the game. You don't want to work and give most of your money away to your broker. And that's why our pay plans or our splits are totally different. And I've not seen anybody who can compete with ours.
No, I was honestly a little bit shocked.
Everybody is, and we're very picky on who we take. I mean, I can't tell you how many agents I've just said, I just don't think they're a good fit for us. So
that makes me feel good.
All the agents, because if we can't all get along and work like family, and family argues, of course, and family has, gripes about everything, but, just trying to make sure everybody's taken care of is my goal.
Yeah.
So what are your goals for 2024 in the real estate industry?
So I'd like to get at least one under contract each month.
That's a good go.
I feel like part of me is like, is that enough? And the other part of me is like, oh gosh, can I do it? Just because that's a big jump from where I was last year. I think just to expand my social media presence as well and try to keep up with that. And I'm not from Bullitt County, but that's where I want my business to grow.
Sure.
And so that's
Now, where did you grow up at?
Just about every part of Louisville.
Okay.
My mom was a serial mover, luckily for me. And so we started in the South End and went all the way to Fern Creek. That's where she lives now, is in Fern Creek.
So how do you like living in Bullitt County now?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Even northern Bullitt County, it just feels so different.
It does have a different atmosphere than
where I grew
Louisville does. That's where we both grew up at.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Married, boyfriend, fiance, kids.
I have a boyfriend. We've been together 3 years next week. He has 2 children.
Okay.
10 and 5, and I love them as if they were my own.
Perfect.
So they're like my babies. But
Well, I have one too with Kevin. It's Macy. Macy's like my own.
It's a joint custody.
Yeah, we have a 50-50 custody situation going on.
That's the best kind.
Right.
So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Well, I used to work a day job. And other than that, I like to watch football. Just really, honestly, my hobbies have become whatever the kids' hobbies are.
It happens, boy. Don't it happen?
That's been my hobbies for 20 years.
Yeah, that's the way it works. I mean,
Baseball was my hobby. Football was my hobby. Now cheer is my hobby.
yeah, we
That's
did.
a good one.
Oh, is it?
We did archery, traveled around the country shooting archery as
wow.
kids. We did.
Yeah.
Jacob did travel basketball, so we were everywhere. He also did football, so I understand that hobbies are what your kids are doing.
What sports do your kids do primarily?
Softball is her favorite. Basketball.
Is that the
she's-
oldest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The little one, we've not been able to get
in yet?
into. Yeah.
Yeah, you find your own path eventually.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned. I rushed my boys into sports, and then he got into baseball, and then travel baseball, and I was like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Well, now you look at what you spend a year and cheer.
That's the whole reason I got into real estate.
Right. Supplement cheer.
Yeah, I'm going to Indy this weekend, as a matter
Are
of
ya?
fact. Yeah.
Oh boy, have fun with that.
Nationals.
Already?
Yeah, yeah. Well, not the big nationals. It's like the semi-nationals.
There's like 15 nationals.
Yeah, I don't.
This is the NIT version.
The good thing about this, her being in cheer, like with the boys, I coached everything and I was in charge of everything. With this, I'm just cheer dad.
Just spectator.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I just say, what time do you have to be there?
Right.
Then,
Oh, she'll let you know.
yeah, but they're all weekend deals. Like everything's a whole weekend. We're in Indy, we're in Columbus, we're in Gatlinburg, we go to Orlando, we go to Georgia, it's all within 4 months. So if she doesn't want to do cheer, that'd be great.
That'd be okay, wouldn't
Yeah,
it? You'd save a little money.
you would, for sure.
So Taylor, what separates you from any other agent? So if anybody's listening out here and they're thinking, okay, I'm thinking about ready to buy or sell my house, why should they use you?
I take pride in my honesty, I think, and just being honest with my clients, not rushing them. I'm not going to let them buy a house just because I want that check. I will tell them that I think it's not good for them.
What's my motto, Kevin?
Don't chase the dollar.
Don't chase the dollar.
Yeah, it's
Chase
not
transactions.
about that for me at all. So
And agents that do chase that dollar are usually bad agents.
yeah, yep. Because I know I wouldn't want to be in the house that I was approved for because I wouldn't want to make that payment. And so I try to put myself in my client's shoes, and sometimes they want to jump into a house.
Sure.
But you can't.
Sometimes
always do that.
it's not the best move for them.
Yeah.
Especially when you have young clients and they're super excited because they're going to start building their wealth with equity in their home.
Right.
Because they've been written or living with mom and dad or whatever the case may be, and they get so excited that the first house they see is the one. How many times have you done that, Kev?
Oh my God.
First house is the one.
They walk in the front door and they're like, I think this is it.
Yeah. So I kind of have a rule that if I have a first-time home buyer, I'm telling them, we're going to look at 3 houses before you make a decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it may not be in the same day, but I cannot let you make it on the first house you see because there's other options out there.
Right.
Now, if it's still that house after you're looking at 3 of them, then it is. That's fine. But you're not going to walk in and say, this is the one, and the next thing I know, I'm writing a contract on it.
Right.
It's not fair to them.
Just before you even get to the kitchen,
Yeah,
you're pulling out
this
a
is it.
contract. Right.
I've got out of the vehicle, and they're like, oh, yes, this is it.
They walked around the outside of it. And
This is it.
They said, we're prepared to make an offer.
That's right, full.
Yeah.
Let's go over.
Right. Can we go $5,000 over right now?
Right.
Yeah. No, that does happen.
It does.
People.
And agents take advantage of that.
This-
And I think that's how they don't get referrals. Because they get in the house and a year down the road, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. They
It's
don't
not
like-
the house they wanted.
They don't like this part of it. And they're like, man, that guy just led us the wrong way.
Yep. Pushed us right through the door.
Yeah.
And you can be, as an agent, very persuasive. Especially if
They're leaning on you for advice.
if you get some agents will get a hankering that they love this house and they just immediately push it down their throat just to get the deal done. Oh, you better make an offer on this today because tomorrow it's going to be gone.
I tell them all the time, it may be here tomorrow, it may not. But if it's not here, then it wasn't meant to be.
Right.
Right.
So that's a good motto, especially with the way you put that. That's
Yeah.
definitely a way to operate.
I will say my previous brokerage, they had one of the many mottos was to sell every house you show.
What?
That's terrible.
Sell, like SELL, sell every house you show. No.
Why?
No, I'm not selling.
That's the worst
I'm
motto.
not-
That's the worst motto in the history of time.
I'm not going to try to convince my clients to buy a house that
That was their actual motto?
is one of them. It was one of them.
Really?
I don't know if I want to hear anymore.
I mean, that seems like super bad advice.
Is it hashtag close the deal no matter what?
Yeah. I mean,
Probably.
let's alter some documentations.
Right?
I mean, that just sounds like it was mine. A really bad situation.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to close every house you show. Mm-mm. I think I'm on probably maybe a 10% close rate if I go by that.
I've actually uttered the words, I cannot let you buy this house.
Oh, I have to. I have to.
Whether it be post-inspection, whether it be
Yep.
for a myriad of reasons.
Yep.
But I have said that. I cannot let you buy this house.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not a good move.
No.
Wow, what a motto!
That's amazing.
I like mine better. Don't chase the money.
Yeah.
Chase the
It's
transaction.
like the opposite.
It is the opposite.
Yeah.
Because eventually those people will come back to you. And if you do that, you get a client for life.
You do, and
And then some.
True.
because a true client doesn't really start till after the closing. Mm-hmm. Once the closing happens and the house is done, that's when your client really starts. And how you communicate with them, how you follow up with them, how you treated them, is how you're going to get their business again, get mom and dad's business, get their sister's business, get their coworkers' business. But that's when the deal really starts, is once your transaction closes. Because at that point is they've trusted you to get to the closing table. You've done your job. You've handled them like you're supposed to. Now it's time to show them in 6 months you still care about them. How's it going in this house? Mm-hmm. What are you doing? I mean, how's things going? How's the job? How's the kids? Constant follow-up will get you clients for life.
When we went to the convention, we listened to uber successful agents. I mean, millionaire transaction agents. It was crazy. And the one thing I took from that one lady is that said, stop investing in clients you don't have.
Yeah.
Invest in the clients you do have. And she was like, if you just do that, you'll be standing up here speaking one day. Mm-hmm. Now, she's been doing it 20 years, but she was $1 million a year mover. Mm-hmm. And she said, if I could give one advice, that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's good advice.
That's it. Stop investing in the clients you don't have. Mm-hmm.
And, some of the best advice I've ever got in the real estate industry was from other brokers. Even when I got my broker's license, was from other brokers, because they've been on the uphill that I'm climbing. So, when somebody that has been through the situations that I'm going through, when they offer me advice, I'm all ears. Old saying goes, less talking, more listening.
That's where the truck came from.
Yeah, that's where the truck came from. I mean, these brokers in South Carolina. What is South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
We're just eating lunch.
Yeah. And they started talking about this truck, boy, and I quit eating. And I like food, man.
And that right there says a lot.
You're right.
Right
For me to quit eating, I was
yeah.
like, push that plate to the side.
Right.
I got to hear what you're talking about.
Because it was good food.
It was really good food. But I was just really interested I love talking to other agents and just networking and just getting ideas, because I don't try to do so much in my own market. But outside my market, I love hearing their other ideas, especially if we're not really competing against each other for people,
Right.
So just, keep your ears open and your mouth shut and listen. And I've learned more things that way than I probably have anything.
Yeah, sure.
So how can somebody get a hold of you, Taylor, if they would like to talk to you about listing or buying a house with you?
Should I just...
Yeah, tell all your
my phone
contact.
number?
Yeah,
Okay.
contact information.
Put your cell phone number out there.
My phone number is 502-665-4312. If it's easier for you to remember, my website is bullockcountyhomesearch.com. I'm super proud of that.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And then, of course, Taylor at tcrealtyky.com.
Mm-hmm. And you can also always call the office, and we can direct you to Taylor. Hopefully you're here for a long time, and I really think that you're going to do well here. You fit in good. You came to our Christmas party and drank with us right off the bat. So, mean, it's got to be worth something, right, Kev?
Yeah, that's the most impressive part for me.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, some of it.
Okay.
Right before the concussion.
Yeah. So, Kev, 2.0, how many minutes we at?
14.
Okay, good. So, before we get and take our break and do our nonsense, so we had talked about a little bit at the last episode how we've done a partnership. So, I really want to release this right now because the next podcast we do will be on location.
Yeah, that's great.
So, we have partnered with Bellarmine University's athletics department. So, I'm really jacked about this, and it's been in the works for a little while. So I try to do everything behind the scenes and make sure it's a locked-in deal before I tell my agents about it or the public about it. So I try to get it done. But Mo Reed, I don't know if you remember Mo Reed. She played at U of L under Jeff Walz. She's in the Hall of Fame. She played 11 years pro basketball overseas, won 2 national championships with them. I mean, just a stud ball player. So she reached out to me about Bellarmine men and women's basketball. So we are going to be, and all their games are played at Freedom Hall. So we will be advertised on all their stuff at Freedom Hall, on the scoreboard, on the ticker tape across the score stand, everything. So we're really putting a good program together with Bellarmine Athletics to help them raise some money for the new locker rooms and everything. So I'm really excited. So the next podcast we do will be from Bellarmine's women's locker room. That's where we're going to do the podcast from.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
In the locker room. Yeah, 2.0 perv. What do you mean?
I was going to say, are they going to let you in there?
Yeah. 2.0 has to go through a background check, but other than that,
No,
we're good.
it expired.
Oh, it expired?
Yeah, it expired.
You got to make sure you're not on any websites.
Yeah, he can't. He used to not be able to go 50 feet from Bellarmine. Now he can.
Good deal.
Yeah, he's good to go.
So, the coach there, Coach Chance, she's been awesome to work with, and so we'll have a 30-second radio spot on ESPN radio for every men and women's game. So hopefully we can help Bellarmine out, and of course, hopefully it helps us out. It's the whole deal of the partnership.
And I got your text. If you want to use my face, you can. It's fine.
Well, that was from somebody else, because Lord knows I wouldn't text you about using your face.
You asked me if it was okay to use my.
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
Definitely wasn't me that asked that. It's probably Shay.
Wait, come on, Shay.
Yeah.
I'm still concussed.
Right. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that partnership with Bellarmine. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be cool. It's going to be
fun.
Neat to have that, because they're such a big program here.
They are.
And been here forever.
Yeah.
So
you got Scotty D on the other side. It's been, he's been around Louisville forever.
Right.
I mean, he started out at Ballard.
Right. That's true.
Then went to work for Denny Crum.
And they're a massive powerhouse. Well, I mean, they're Division I now.
Yeah.
But when they were where they were, was it Division II?
I think it was NAI.
NAI or whatever.
Yeah.
They were a powerhouse there.
So, Coach invited us to come to a game. I've already been to a couple of them. Had a ball sitting on the court watching these girls. These girls hustle.
Are we getting courtside?
Yeah, we'll be sitting courtside. Nice. These girls go all out, and they call no fouls.
Nice.
I mean, they beat the crap out of each other.
I like it. That's my kind of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, they are the real deal. And they have a little guard that graduated from Western Kentucky that's from Bullitt County, Hope Savory.
Oh, okay.
Hope and Jacob, that was their first girlfriend-boyfriend in elementary school.
She's playing there now?
Yeah, she's at Bellarmine now.
Who'd she play for? Here?
Sacred Heart.
Oh, okay.
No, Mercy. She went to Mercy.
So she's from Bullitt County, didn't play for the Bullitt County High School?
No, she went to Mercy, played at Mercy, and then got a full ride at WKU.
I got you.
And played there. Now she's a grad transfer to Bellarmine.
Oh, that's cool.
So she's working on her master's degree now. But known her family for years. Their kids and my kids went to St. Aloysius together. I was actually her preschool coach, so I'm taking all the credit on why she's a baller like she is now.
Yeah, I could put that together.
I think I had her preschool, kindergarten, and first grade, and she was better than any boy in the school. I don't care what grade level they were at. She's just a stud. And I think it's because of my coaching ability.
I get on board with that.
I told Coach that. I said, I'm pretty sure I'm the reason why she's here.
It's pretty much 90% of it. And if it's not, you're going to take credit for it anyway.
Absolutely, I am. So,
sure.
Okay, well, we're going to take our first break, and we're going to break in Taylor the right way with the nonsense portion. So we'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the nonsense portion of our podcast here. So we're really going to break Taylor in here, and I'm hoping Kevin's got some really good stuff this week. I mean, he usually don't, but hopefully this week he comes through.
It's mediocre.
Okay.
Most of it. So, you threw me off.
What, the thumbs up?
You look like the thumbs up emoji.
Right.
When you stuck it in my face. So, just real quick, Taylor, we often talk about comedies on this show. Comedy movies.
Okay.
What's your favorite comedy movie right offhand? Do you have any that you can
No.
think of?
I don't think comedies are funny.
What?
We might have to just end the podcast.
And drop her license.
So, like the Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, those type of movies.
You don't like any of those?
It's a no.
Oh, Lord.
You can already tell.
I'm not saying I don't like them, but I can't quote them. I like.
My wife can't stand them, so it's okay.
What's
if you
what's
don't.
the movie you thought, man, that was hilarious?
Caddyshack. You're probably not old enough for
Airplane.
Caddyshack. She's definitely not old enough. How old are you?
30.
Oh, she's
Oh,
definitely not doesn't know Airplane.
What's your favorite movie that's funny?
I don't know. I like the Hangover movies. Those are kind
Hangover
of funny.
movies are okay.
They're okay. 1 was good. 2 and 3 sucked.
She doesn't have the slapstick comedy that we.
No,
That's so disappointing.
it is.
She started out so good.
She
too,
did. Started out strong.
and then you're going to tell me that Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, that whole genre is just out.
You don't know? Do you know who Mike Honcho is?
He's a star.
No.
Oh
She
boy,
has no idea.
Mike Honcho.
Yeah. So, well, I don't.
Kit 2.0. You know who Mike Honcho is? What?
See?
Have y'all not seen Talladega Nights?
Maybe once.
When he's in the hospital,
Yeah. And he thinks he's in a coma.
and so he starts telling him
I
how
gotta
he,
tell you something.
how he performed in the movies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally thrown off by this.
Yeah.
So
You're
well,
welcome.
Yeah.
All right. I thought she's gonna be like, cause she come in with the UK shirt on, which is a plus.
Is it?
And so I thought, yeah,
I've only been a UK fan for a few years.
Oh Lord. What were you?
okay. So let's go back to that. How do you become a UK fan? Your boyfriend, fiance? What is it? Did you say it was
Yes,
boyfriend?
boyfriend,
Okay,
yeah.
he's a UK fan.
He is. Yes.
So what were you before that?
I grew up a Louisville fan.
And you just changed teams.
Yeah.
Are you a football or a bigger basketball fan, or kind of both?
I prefer to watch football.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad we got rid of you as a fan base. You don't even know comedy.
So you grew up watching like in Louisville.
Yeah, my dad was a Louisville fan, and so I loved Louisville. I went to U of L, graduated from U of L. But Louisville kind of started sucking when
So
I
you're a
met my
bandwagon
boyfriend.
fan.
Well, I just look really good in blue also. So
That's part of it.
Yeah.
I guess that's part of
that's
the
a
deal.
thing.
So I always find that intriguing how you switch teams like that. Because like
Oh, I have no respect for anybody who does that.
I always tell the story. One time my son come home. He was, I don't know, 12. And his stepdad he's like a Louisville, UK, he's whatever. And he came in the house wearing a Louisville shirt. And I said, son, you can take that shirt out or you can sleep outside.
Right.
Take it off and
That's
sleep
fair.
outside. Yeah,
That's fair.
That's fair. And he said, well, Dad, you can like both teams. I said, no, you cannot. You cannot. Because I work with
You
a guy.
don't like Jesus and the devil.
I work with a
It's
guy.
one or the other.
I want to drop kick this guy in his face.
Right.
He's a U of L football fan and a UK basketball fan.
Whatever.
And I said, I would rather
He
hang
needs to
out
get
with.
smacked by the back of your
I
hand.
said, I'd rather hang out with Louisville fans than
Absolutely.
hang out with you. I said, are you a Yankees and a Lakers and
Yeah.
and all that stuff too? He said, no, it's just the way I grew up. I said, BS.
Yeah.
Nobody in this area grew up that way.
No.
So you met him. He's a UK fan. And you just started root for UK.
Well, I like sports, and he was watching all the games, football, basketball.
Does he
and-
not let you watch U of L games?
Well, yeah, and he'll watch them too, but it's just...
Do you still root for U of L? Or you have like hatred for U of L?
No hatred at all.
Okay.
No. I'll still cheer for him.
Bleh.
Well, she's supporting. I mean, because like my best friend, she's a Louisville fan. He's a UK fan. He goes to U of L football games.
Right.
You know, but I go to U of L football games. But for some odd reason, 90% of my friends are Louisville fans. It's weird. It's the weirdest dynamic ever.
Whatever.
So I kind of get all that. Okay. So can I get to my Walmart trip?
Yeah.
I meant to tell this earlier, but I just didn't get to it. So on the way here, Tom sends me a text, and he says, hey, can you pick up yada, yada, yada? And I said, yeah, I need to go to Walmart anyway. So I pull in the back of the parking lot. I got a new truck. I park almost in the very back. I go in. I'm coming out, loading my stuff up, and this guy said, "Did you learn how to park, jackass?"
Oh.
I said, "What?" Older guy. And if you've listened to these podcasts, I seem to have issues with Walmart senior citizens.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the only one you could beat up.
Right. So I turned around and I said, what? I always, even like when I pull in a parking lot, I don't drive around for 25 minutes to move 5 spots up. I'll
Right.
pull in the back, get out of the car, and just
Yeah.
walk in. But now that my truck's new, I park even further in the back. There is nobody around me. The closest spot is 3 trucks next to me. 3 spots, 3 spots. And he says, I said, why don't you learn how to park? So I look, and I'm about this far over in the front. And I said, well, there's nobody around me. He said, well, maybe you need parking instructions.
Oh, wow.
As he's walking away. And I looked, and I said, man, seriously, what is your problem? And he turned around, and he said, you know what's wrong with this country? People like you.
I agree. the old man's right.
With what? People that park are the issues with this country?
It's the no respect for your elderly that you have.
I had complete respect for him.
You really wanted to fight him, didn't you?
No, the lady in the chip aisle I wanted to fight.
Okay.
That one time.
Right.
Him I was fine with.
Right.
Because he had on like a Marine hat.
Did you cuss at him?
Maybe it was because I had on my Army hat.
Did he cuss at you?
No.
Did you cuss at him?
I don't think so. I may have.
Yeah. That's
But I guess what I'm
lack
getting
of
at is
respect.
he turned around and he said, people like you that don't know how to park, is that what's wrong with this country?
among other things, but that's a start.
But I was totally discombobulated by that.
Wow.
So-
You got to stop going to Walmart.
I am. So, Taylor, last year, I got into an argument with a lady over a bag of chips in the Walmart aisle over the...
He shoved her down.
No, I didn't shove her down. I didn't touch her. We almost threw hands, but I didn't touch her.
He pushed her cart like down the aisle where she had to chase
I
him.
didn't do that either. She turned away from the chips. I took the chips, and she said I was going to grab them.
Too bad.
It was Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how all that went down. So, but
I'm surprised Walmart has not banned you from their premises.
I was... The one thing I take from all that is when the guy said, you are the problem with this country. Because I can't park properly, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I could, yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we have new Rivercrest HOA beef.
So he lives, do you know where Rivercrest is?
Yes.
In Ocean? Okay. So it's kind of like a Section 8 area. So,
Maybe I don't then.
no, you probably do.
No, it's not. You know where it is.
Yes.
They have like HOA beefs on their Facebook page 24/7. There's so many Karens in that neighborhood.
This might be my favorite.
Oh, Lord, it's going to be a good one.
So this guy is posting pictures of people's garbage cans if they leave them out too long past garbage day.
What's the appropriate time?
I don't know. My question literally is, what is the adequate time to bring in your garbage can to prevent this controversy?
The day before your next trash runs.
Just leave it for 6 days?
Yeah.
So he has a problem with the fact that there's garbage cans floating around all over the... I guess after garbage day, people aren't bringing their garbage cans in on time. So my question is, would you post someone not bringing their... Would it aggravate you if somebody's cans are left out too long?
No, I could care less. If they want to leave it at their end of their driveway and walk their trash bag out to there to put in there, I'm okay with that.
Right.
I don't have a problem. What do you think?
I
Taylor?
agree with that. I can see, it's a little bit of an eyesore, but that's not my business.
Yeah, who
Not
cares?
enough to post about
That's
it
what's
anyway.
wrong with this country, the way people park and people in everybody else's business.
It's people like me.
Yeah, people like him, and not be able to stay out of somebody's business.
Are you the one leaving your trash can out?
That's the picture he posted.
Well, maybe because there's like 50 bags beside it. Is that your house?
No, it's not my house. It's Casey's house. No, it's not Casey's house. No, but it's not just that one. So that's what started it. I guess they didn't pick the bags up, and the people hadn't brought their cans and the garbage back in yet. And the lady in the
How many days was that?
I think it was the next day. And the lady was like, well, we thought they were going to come back and pick it up. They didn't. We're going to clean it up, yada, yada. But it's not his first post. He's gone on this rant about taking pictures of people's garbage cans.
Is he an old guy that hangs out at Walmart?
No, he's a young guy.
Really?
Yes, he's a younger guy. He doesn't hang out at Walmart. So I'm thinking we should get involved in this.
Like mediate?
I think so.
I'm all in on that.
I'm thinking about leaving my can out to see how long. But see, the problem is where we live, it's up on that court to where nobody ever comes up there.
Where the rich people are at?
Where the rich people are at.
Right.
Like you say.
Yeah.
So nobody ever comes up there.
And here's the great thing about it. Their neighborhood doesn't really have an HOA.
Oh.
I mean, they call it one, but it's not.
It's ran by Cornerstone.
Right, but you got to sell 80% of your lots before you can have an established HOA.
Right, but then you actually have to establish. We're probably close to 80. Nobody wants it. Nobody's going to take that mess.
How many Karens were on there agreeing with him?
And it was 50-50.
Of course it was.
Well, the debate came, how long should you leave your garbage cans out before you come pick them up?
What was the average time?
A day.
That's fair. What do you think, Taylor? Do you leave your cans out?
I need
Who brings
2
your
days.
cans in?
I need 2 days. Whoever gets it, whoever sees it first.
Our garbage runs on Friday.
Same.
Leave it till Monday and see what they say.
Shay texted Casey, because we were at the lake this weekend, to go get our garbage cans.
Because of that post?
Right. Because we
If
set
I
our-
was Casey, I'd have pushed him out in the middle of the street.
right, because we leave before our garbage runs.
Right.
And then we don't get back till Sunday night sometimes. Like, I mean, Casey sends me 50 pictures of them. Your can's still out front. But
Is this guy fairly close to y'all's house?
No, he lives on the other side. It's closer to the Williamsburg house I sold.
Okay.
It's in that area.
Oh.
But it has started a whole, like, it's blowing up. It's become a
I
real
got to
ordeal.
figure out a way to get on that. Send me an invite.
I was gonna say, can other people join?
No, you're not supposed to, but I'll get in there. Just send me an invite to it, and I'll answer some questions and get in there.
I mean, the mayor is already on it.
Because I'm going to start some stuff if I get in there, boy. I'm going to be like, who did this?
Mayor Gentry's already on it.
Is it?
Yeah. But all he ever does, him and Casey, all they ever do is tag me and stuff.
Right.
That's all they ever do.
Yeah, I've got to get an invite.
Kevin
to this.
Hoback is going to take care of this. Don't you worry. He's the intern president. I've had people message me.
Really?
Are you really the intern HOA president? I'm like, no. No, I am not touching that.
Wow.
So, but it was quite the controversy.
You know,
that's
I
going
probably, driving past it and somebody seeing their cans out, I probably wouldn't even pay attention to it. I mean, I'm thinking, I've got more things to worry about in my life than somebody leaving their trash cans out on the curb.
You could leave your trash cans out there the whole time, and I would probably never pay attention to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Because I just don't care.
So this guy is really miserable in his life.
To basically drive around, take pictures, and I wonder what his time frame is.
I bet his wife stays in his ass. That's
You think he's that miserable?
Yeah, that's why he's out driving around, get away from the master.
You hear that, Taylor? He's blaming it on the wife.
Probably is her fault.
And
Right.
She agrees.
Yeah.
She agrees. Yeah, well, I get it.
Dude's like, I'm about to get out of here or I'm getting divorced, one of the two.
I may comment on one of them. I need to come up with a good comment.
Dude, you got to get me in that Facebook group.
But you got to have an address.
Oh, I'll get one.
And they always text me if I've sold a house to that person.
That's okay.
So,
You're going to have to vouch for me.
well, a lot of the people back there know who you are now.
That's okay.
This is a serious Facebook group.
Oh, it is the real deal.
I'm going to tell him I bought a lot.
We have that. We have flying trampolines going through the neighborhood. That nobody knows who to sue over it.
Right.
We have fences that don't meet code of.
His fence.
It's still pending. It's pending approval.
Right.
That I did 4 years ago.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's where we are. Did you see the man that jumped in the Days Bass water tank?
I did.
Did you read the comments?
I did not read the comments, so I seen it several places. Did you see the video? The guy in the Bass Pro Shop. You know, have you ever been to a Bass Pro Shop?
Yes.
So they had the big tank and all the fish in there.
Right.
Okay.
This guy jumps in butt naked.
Yes. And this will just tell you.
And he's doing the stroke, just swimming around.
And so, just so, have you seen this, Gavin? All right, so
it's
y'all
great.
get a good picture. He is completely pushed up against the glass.
Oh, lovely.
Completely, and he's like this. And the very first comment is, how cold is that damn water?
Yeah. Perfect.
Shrinkage.
It had to have 1,000 comments because this guy jumped in there to make some kind of statement, I guess.
I don't know.
I think he was like some kind of activist or something. But when he fell out of the tank, he hit his head, but he knocked himself out.
Did he?
Yeah. I remain conscious.
Did they end up arresting him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can't swim naked.
It's frowned upon, Tom, to run into.
Is
a
it in their
store.
company policy?
Did they arrest him? Yeah.
I wonder what he was protesting.
I don't know, but have you ever seen a bigger backfire? Because the whole thing was about his stuff.
His junk?
Yeah. The non-existence of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that had something to do with his protest.
Maybe he was protesting.
Oh, so you think he
Vienna
was
sausages.
like, I'm somebody too?
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It's like a Me Too movement.
Yeah. This sounds like something you might do, jump into a Bass Pro tank.
Well, I seen the guy that jumped into Bass Pro Tank and was wrestling one of the fish and threw the fish out of the tank. And then jumped out. This was 2 weeks ago. Jumped out after, bear hugged it and carried it out of the store.
Yeah, I read that one too. I think he was protesting the treatment of the fish.
I think he was drunk.
I think this guy just wanted to jump in and cause a scene.
I seen the part of the video where the two officers were like on the steps watching him do it. I'm thinking, are you going to go in and get him?
Are you going to go in and get him?
I am not.
There's no chance.
Mm-mm.
There's no. That's when you send
Dude
in the
will
rookie.
drown first.
No, you send in the rookie.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to get this.
I'm
dude.
not wrestling this naked dude.
But if you haven't seen the video, it is everywhere. Twitter blew up with it, so you got to find it. You see the one about the guy in Florida at the
Which
Dunkin' Donuts using the restroom?
No.
The toilet exploded.
Quit it.
Yeah.
Ew.
So he's using the toilet. It randomly exploded. He's now
Like he's on it
he's sitting on the toilet.
and it explodes?
It exploded. It's like I don't even know what causes it to explode. They didn't really put it. But he's suing Dunkin' Donuts for mental health counseling because he says now that he has phobia of ever sitting on a toilet again.
Did he get hurt?
No.
How does a toilet
I
explode
don't
and
know.
you don't get hurt?
He just said it blew up, and then Dunkin'.
Maybe he blew it up.
Well, here's the best part of it. The Dunkin' Donuts employee said, "Yeah, we've been having problems with that."
So he just answered his
But do you believe that the guy should get a lawsuit for he has mental health about sitting on the toilet?
I'm not big on just frivolous lawsuits. If he got hurt, I could see it. But if
I got exploded off a toilet, I would have some issues with that, I think.
well, I mean, start using a porta can. They always smell great.
I'm with you. I'd like to know the details. I need to look that up to see how that happens.
I don't see how he didn't get hurt.
What causes a toilet to explode?
I'd say backed up gas. Literally.
On the sewer system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's suing for an extraordinary amount of money.
How much money?
Like $5 million.
Wow.
Because he says he can never sit on a toilet again.
Does he have to start wearing diapers?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. What do you do if you can't use a toilet again?
What do you do, Taylor? Do you get to wear diapers?
I guess.
I mean, it's going to court. So I
Or
guess
stand up.
somebody accepted the
Stand
suit.
up. Well, that'd be messy.
He said if I walk by a toilet, I have mental anguish.
How often do you walk by a toilet? I mean, do they have them out in the middle of the mall?
I don't know. I mean, can you
So
get...
you can't go to Home Depot?
No. You can't get a... Well, you can go to Home... Well, that's true. I guess you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, you start flipping out.
Right.
So, yeah. But you know what he's trying to do? You sue him for $5 million. They settle for
2.
$2 and you're a rich man because you went to use a toilet and it exploded.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, how about that?
I could see it'd make more sense if it was Taco Bell.
At least you would, but see, that would get thrown out. 'Cause
Yeah, it'd be justified.
Everybody on the jury would be like, "That's your fault.
Yeah, I've had explosive
You
at
knew
Taco
better.
Bell before.
You knew better."
Yeah,
So yeah, well,
I would ask for free donuts.
that would be your go. You wouldn't want
Yeah.
$5 million just free donuts.
Yeah. I feel like they'd say yes at least.
Oh, they would definitely say yes to some
Yeah,
free donuts.
Sure thing.
I have never been in a Dunkin' Donuts.
I've been in one in Florida. They have some really good coffee.
We have one in the Mount.
I know. Of course, y'all do.
You don't
Land
go
of
there.
Milk and
What do
Honey.
you have here?
Starbucks.
Oh, you have Starbucks. That's right.
You already have Heine Brothers.
Heine Brothers.
Here,
Mhm.
they're going to compete with Starbucks.
And we have Shepherdsville Coffee House on Cedar Grove, or Cedar Grove Coffee House on Cedar Grove Road.
We're getting ready to get one right there in the Bogard,
What?
a coffee house.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did see
Yeah,
that.
they're putting one there. I don't know what it's called. We have a mobile coffee person that comes around Rivercrest.
He's everywhere.
Is he?
Tom's Coffee.
Tom's Coffee? I thought he was just like our deal.
No, he's always at Kroger and everywhere.
No.
He's at the courthouse every day.
I thought our HOA just put that in place.
No.
Oh, well.
Is it good?
I've never
I
had it.
haven't had it either. I've seen him everywhere.
I've seen him too.
So what is it, just a mobile, like, Starbucks?
I guess. I don't know, man. I'm not real.
You don't put nothing in your coffee.
No, just straight black, so I can get it anywhere.
You drink coffee? Mm-hmm. Every morning?
Yes.
What do you put in it?
Just a little bit of creamer and Splenda. But it has to be strong coffee. I drink Black Rifle coffee.
That's good
Oh,
coffee.
that's good stuff.
It is
Yeah,
good
I
coffee.
have that. We have that down at the lake.
Yeah, it's
So,
real good.
I don't drink it during the week, so I don't know.
Well, you drink it in Miami?
I drink it on the weekends. And then when I retire from Ford, I'll probably go to drinking it. But I don't have time. 6 minutes. I'm
You
up
have
and
to,
out the door.
You have to get up earlier to drink coffee.
No. I get out of bed at 4:30. I'm out the door at 4:36.
See, I gotta have time, so I have a routine every morning. So if I gotta be somewhere at 7 a.m., I'm up at 4:30, 4:45.
You couldn't do that if you had a 4:30 wake up every single
I'd
morning.
be up at 2:30.
You would not.
Yes, I would.
It's easy to say that. But
I'm telling you,
not.
I would. I can't operate.
You-
I gotta have time to watch Fox News.
Get
I've
up.
got to drink my coffee,
Send out 7 TikToks.
send out some TikToks, scroll Facebook, scroll Twitter, scroll Instagram. All this before I could even think about going to do anything for the day.
So on my schedule, you'd have to get up at 3:15.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna get up at 3:15?
I would have to. Ask
Every
Beth.
day.
She knows it.
See, I used to do that, but I can't.
I cannot. If I don't start my day off without watching Fox News, I'm lost the rest of the day.
But it's not on at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, it
It's
is.
on 24/7.
Yeah.
But it's not like the good Fox News. It's
It
like
is.
the
I'm
generic
watching.
Fox News.
No, I'm watching how the
the
border's
5.
doing.
The 5.
I'm not a big fan of the 5.
Who's on in the mornings?
You get Fox in the morning. You got
Okay, Fox and Friends.
yep, and then you get Fox
What
in the
time does
morning.
that come on?
That comes on at 6.
It's not on at 4.
No, but the one before that is.
Who's on at 3? You have no
4,
idea.
Yeah, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank now.
At 3:15.
It's the blonde that just came back from maternity leave.
At 3:15 in the morning.
I think they come
Who's
on at 4.
on?
I think they come on at 4. I don't get up at 4:30, so I don't have to be
I
there.
know. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't do it if you had to. 'Cause
Oh, I would.
You would have to go to bed at 7 o'clock.
No, dude, I can operate. I can operate on a little bit of sleep.
Do you think nobody on the camera saw you do that?
Oh, I don't care. But I got to. I gotta watch my Fox. I gotta scroll some TikToks. Since
I know I get started at about 6:15.
Yeah,
I start getting the daily TikTok.
some funny stuff on there, man. You watch TikToks?
Sometimes.
So that's the thing that I have yet to. When we went to the realtor convention, they taught us about things you got to be on, and TikTok was one of them.
Okay.
I don't even have the app. The only TikToks I see is what you send. So I'm not even on there yet.
You don't even have the app?
I don't have it either.
What?
And you're 30? And you're not on TikTok?
Are you against it?
I'm against it a little bit.
Okay.
So
for
my-
what reason?
I mean, I don't want China to invade my phone any more than they already are.
He's on board with that, I'm sure.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. China's already got all your information.
Well, and that's very true. I
mean,
don't know.
You ever talk and then next thing you know you're scrolling through Facebook and it pops up? Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Yeah.
So
Very true.
TikTok ain't gonna hurt you.
So, like, because my son's 26. So the one thing that they taught us was, like, I'm just on Facebook. That's it. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we're on Facebook, but you and below aren't. That ain't how you typically would operate. They were like, you got to be on TikTok, and you got to be on Instagram, and you got to be. And I was like, I looked over at Tom. I was like, I'm not on none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do better about it. I'm never going to get it. The TikTok. That's his thing.
I'm on Instagram too, but I kind of just feel like
I don't even like Instagram that much.
it's hard to kind of like, but I feel like my target audience is not on TikTok. I mean, they might be, but that's not where I want to draw my business from necessarily.
I don't either.
So I feel like I'm okay with that.
I can't figure out TikTok, really.
I just go on there just to watch.
Do you make any TikToks?
No, I just go on there and watch some stupid people. It's so funny.
Have you
man.
ever posted a TikTok?
Yes.
You've posted a TikTok? Did you make it?
A real estate TikTok, yeah. It was pictures. It wasn't like I was dancing or something.
Why don't you do? You need to start making them if you're already on it. I guess I need to get on the app.
China's coming for you.
China's coming from me. Yeah. So she's like 30, but closer to 50.
She's got an old soul.
Yeah, she got the old soul. She's
Thank
like,
you.
China ain't coming.
China ain't messing with me.
She's watching Fox News in the morning too.
Yep, at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't get up at 4.
No, I got
6.
about 5.5 more months of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right, last one. What would you do if me or Kevin charged you $65 to attend their wedding?
No, what?
There is a woman and a man that are getting married, and to attend their wedding, they're charging their friend $65.
Sounds like a bargain.
You going?
I mean, if it was my wedding, I'd charge you $100.
To go to your wedding?
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay to be around this.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
No gift.
No, you got to have a gift too.
This is apparently going to be starting a new trend.
What?
To come to the wedding, you got to pay.
What's the money going for? Like, if it's going for a down payment on the house and I get to represent them, I'm all in.
Well, no, it ain't none of that. It is to go to their wedding, you're paying $65 per person. And that's how people are going to start
Paying for the weddings?
paying for their wedding.
Because it's everybody else's responsibility to pay for your wedding?
I guess so.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Well, here's the kicker.
these new age people.
If you want to pay $85, you can get upgraded seating.
I mean,
I wouldn't go.
I wouldn't either. I'd be
No.
like, I'm not paying to go to your wedding.
I guess it depends on the relationship you have with the person, maybe.
If it was my kids, I'd be like, I'm out.
Well, this is becoming the new trend. It might be the thing on TikTok. That's probably where it started.
So how would The Wedding Crashers, that movie, you probably never saw that movie either.
I've seen that movie.
So how would
Did
they
you like
be?
Wedding Crashers?
It was okay.
She didn't find it funny.
What?
She's saying it's okay, which means she didn't like it. She's
What
saying
about
it's okay.
Dodgeball? Have you
It
seen
was
Dodgeball?
funny, yes.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Gosh.
You
I've
didn't-
seen them all like once. I don't know.
Does your boyfriend like those movies?
No, he doesn't like movies. His attention span is not
What do you
there.
watch?
Sports and
That's it?
Dateline.
Dateline.
How old is
That's
he?
my thing, 38.
38. Okay.
So Dateline, like, if you
Oh, I
decide you
love
want
Dateline.
to kill him, you're trying to get some tips on how to get rid of it.
Well, yeah. No.
Snapped. Should be on a Snapped episode.
Shay watches those.
No. I won't get caught. You won't find me on an episode.
She won't get caught.
Well,
That was the key words.
That's what they teach you on that show.
Right.
This is what this person did not to get caught.
So you watch sports and Dateline. That's all you watch?
And the news.
The news?
And Bluey.
Because you got a little one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what news do you watch?
I watch Fox News.
There you go. Good
That's what
answer.
the grandbaby watches is
Bluey. That's like the big thing now.
Is that the new like Dora and
I think it's like the new...
Barney?
Yeah, I think it's like the new Barney. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Barney was a child molester, right?
Not kidding. No, we're not kidding. Would you pay $65 to go to a wedding?
No, I
or not?
wouldn't
No.
pay.
Okay.
I wouldn't pay $65.
Would you?
No, there's no chance. I would.
What if it was
I
your
would
kid?
not. Well, I'd already paid for the wedding, so I
Yeah.
ain't paying for nothing. I've already been out $10,000.
So if your kid said, even though you paid for it, Dad, but it's still going to cost you $65 to sit,
For this, I'd pay for the upgraded seating.
I wouldn't pay for nothing.
This
Tell them to
lady,
kick rocks.
this lady ended up having 125 people at her wedding.
Oh, wow.
Let's do the math on that.
That must have been a really nice wedding.
$125 people?
Yep,
Let's just say it's $65. $8,100.
$8,100
without any upgrades.
I mean, somebody, I'm sure, took the upper deck seating to where
Right.
you got the upgrades.
$8,100.
Yeah, charge admission to
That's
come
a
to your
heck
wedding.
of a little honeymoon.
Yeah. So, yeah,
That's craziness.
I need details. I want to see pictures of that wedding.
Is it was it like the royal wedding?
no, I don't think so. I didn't watch any of that stuff. Did you? You probably followed all that stuff, didn't you? Do you watch
No.
the Royals?
No, I don't watch any of that crap. I don't care what they're doing over there in England.
They don't even have any power.
No.
Do you
have
follow
nothing.
all that?
Not really. No.
Isn't there like a prince and a queen and a?
There's all kinds of them. There's duchesses and there's all kinds of stuff going on over there.
But they don't make any decisions, right?
No, the Parliament does.
Oh, Big Ben Parliament.
Big Ben Parliament.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I know of the Parliament.
Yeah.
That's
Big Ben Parliament.
That's what I follow of the Parliament.
That's a whole inside story. We was going on vacation. It was
Oh,
awful.
gosh.
It wasn't awful. You drove in circles for 2 hours.
He said, there's Big Ben again. There was a clock over there. He kept calling it Big Ben.
Big Ben Parliament. No, we did. You stayed on the same road. Where were we at? Was
I
that
was confused.
was that Miami?
St.
we trying to-
Louis?
No. I think we were in Miami trying to get to Key West. And we couldn't get out of the airport.
Maybe that was it. I don't know. It was a bad situation.
It's terrible.
And we hadn't even started drinking yet.
No, we drove around for about an hour and then realized we were back at the airport.
Yeah.
You need Waze.
Well, he was the navigator, and he was doing a horrible job
No.
at it.
There
'Cause-
you go.
We were in Miami. I was navigating. We got to this one part. I said, Tom, go left. And what'd you do?
That's lies.
You went right. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
ordeal. So when you blew the driving directions.
What else you got?
I'm done. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Where we at, 2.0?
About 50.
Do
Okay.
you want to drill her any more on her movies or
Yeah, let's talk
ask
about...
her about towel usage or
Yeah.
boneless wings or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, you got to ask her what's appropriate on towel usage.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, so we'll end with this. We use this to get to know all our guests. How many times can you use a towel before you wash it?
Like a bath towel?
A bath towel.
Let's just say one person said 8.
Oh, no.
10.
10.
No. Maybe, I don't know, because I use 2. One for my hair. And I probably switch them out 2 to 3 times a week.
So you're saying you use it a couple times,
Yeah.
and then you just
But
dispose
then
of it?
well, it'll end up on the floor and then my dogs will lay on it.
Mhm.
If
What-
that didn't happen, maybe I would
What about the
do a few
boyfriend?
more times. He's weird. He throws them every time.
Oh,
He
he's
gets
a
new
one user.
Yeah,
One user.
yeah,
I'm a 3 max.
yeah,
I'm a
I
2.
I hang mine up.
yeah. Same.
2.0
It's
goes
10 times.
goes months.
Why?
just-
Well, he only
hangs
takes
his up.
one shower a month, so...
Yeah.
Clean when you're drying off.
Well,
Are you a
get that
loofah
point.
person?
No.
Really?
What? You're old school soap in a rag?
Yeah. Loofahs are dirty.
Don't ask her what color, Tom.
I've heard that. I heard that podcast. No, I
That
don't.
come up.
I
Where
don't
was
use
we at?
loofahs.
We were talking about, because one of my goals is when I retire to buy a place down in Florida
Mm-hmm.
just to go for the wintertime. And I think it was my sister-in-law. She was like, if you go to the villages, you got to get a loofah.
Yeah.
I'm like, we just did a podcast on loofahs.
That's a whole thing.
I had no clue that was even a thing.
Yes.
I did. I didn't know about the loofahs, but I knew that that was the thing down there.
Yeah, when you hang them on your golf cart, you're either in or out. So, and that tells you how the way you're in.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
so folks, if you haven't heard the loofah podcast, you got to go back and check it out because Kevin was very, versed on it.
Well, I had to. I do a lot of reading for this podcast,
I think it was experience.
so I had to learn the different types of colors. So
I'm not even going to go there. Hey, guys, we're done with this episode. We're going to get the explicit tag if I keep going.
that's true.
So next time you hear us, we'll be coming from Bellarmine's Bellarmine Hall, they call it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun time. So make sure you get out there and support those men's and women's Beller basketball teams. They're a small college, don't have the funding that these big universities have. They have no state funding, so go out there and watch a ball game. Tickets are like dirt cheap. Great seats at Freedom Hall, legendary place, and just check them out. So until next time, see ya.
Go Cats.